Well, Danny, you asked for a reaction from Tuesday evening. Is it fair to say that you got one?
100%, yeah, certainly did that. Thought the lads were absolutely outstanding from minute one. See the game through the way we did. Obviously created loads of chances first half. Put a real good shift in first half. I was really pleased with it. And it's always difficult to come out and replicate that in the second half when you've been so good first half. As I know firsthand, it's happened to me on numerous times. It's just really difficult to get going. It really is. But the lads saw the game through, and that's all that matters in the end.
After the first goal, I heard you tell the lads not to sit back, and that's one thing they didn't do, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we made a big point of that in the dressing room after Tuesday night, being 2-0 up, and then the way things unfolded after that made us stressed a hell of a lot in training on Thursday, and said, look, if you're in this situation again, you need to really, just keep going after the opposition, because once you've conceded a goal, naturally your head goes down, your body language is poor, and you don't really want to get on the ball as much. So you've got to capitalise on that.
One other thing I noticed, the speed of our counter-attacks too must have pleased you, because they were rapid, some of them, weren't they?
Yeah, they really were. I mean, we've got players who can carry the ball over good distances, and we just said to them, in transitions, if you can get the ball and play forward with a purpose, or just dribble forward, it puts the opposition under a lot of pressure.
Much of the counter-attacking play went through James McNally-Berry, of course. It's a debut he'll remember for a long time, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. I thought he was excellent. Just like the rest of the lads, every player put an excellent shift in, and that's all you can ask for. But no, that's very pleasing to see.
And I guess that you weren't settling for 4 goals during your half-time team talk, were you?
No, definitely not. I mean, we said go out there with that same mentality, that same intensity, and look to punish them. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but that's football. But at the end of the day, the win's, all that we wanted, and we got that.
In terms of the game as a spectacle, were we in some respects too far ahead at the interval? Because as you alluded to, the second period didn't really have that same intensity, did it?
No, it didn't. And like I say, it is hard to replicate that, because you go out there, you work really hard for 45 minutes, you get 4 goals up, potentially could have had more, and then you kind of think you just sit back. You don't play with that tempo, that intensity, and playing forward as quickly as possible. And it's difficult, really. It is. But the lads played well at the end of the day.
It must have pleased you to keep a clean sheet too. I mean, what a great penalty save from Ben Pearce.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he's got his mate out of a bit of trouble there, because he didn't need to dive in, but he did, and Ben's got him out of trouble. But that's what it's all about in football: getting your mate out of trouble. Sometimes someone's in a bad position. Can you recover for him? Get him out of trouble. And that's what it's about.
And just finally, to what extent would you say we've set a benchmark today, particularly in that first half?
Oh, massively. I mean, for me, it was just all about the reaction after Tuesday night, especially, and the lads went out there with that intent, and they did a real good job. And then second half, it petered out a little bit, but like I say, that happens. The main thing is we got the win.
Thanks, Danny.